We'll watch the visiting squad as they go up against the home team. Taking a look at this home squad, they are hungry for a win here. Last season, they got swept by this team. 4 straight losses, something they haven't forgotten. Great center matchup tonight. Shaq, I know you've been waiting all day to watch this one. One of the best low-post players of all time in yourself. Give us your thoughts on why the stretch 5 has become so popular.
Well, in a lot of offenses, these
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi everyone, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Along with Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan, and what an honor for us tonight to bring to you the greatest Laker perhaps of all time, Kobe Bryant. Kobe, so great to have you with us courtside tonight.
No, thank you, man. The pleasure is all mine, and I always like to stop by and spend time with you guys.
Well, this is going to be fun tonight.
Sure is.
Western Conference battles always fun. This time it's the Los Angeles Lakers intent on protecting home court. Here's Big Cat. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. Sneaking big out there with the bodyguard. And it's Mr. Clutch, and it's ABC, and it's O'Bryant in at the 4. And Kobe, I know you'd spend a fair amount of time watching video and scouting your opponents. How would your film style change from regular season to say, the playoffs?
I had more time to prepare in the postseason, so I could watch more film and really focus on the entire package of the team that we're facing.
Not just the guy that's defending you?
No, not just the guy that's defending me.
All of it.
But all of it, right? How do they play us defensively as a team? How do they play us individually? You know, how do we need to play them as a team? How do we need to play them individually? You start looking at kind of the grand scheme of things. In a regular season, you know, most of these film sessions, for me at least anyway, took place on the court, right, in between games. So when I get to the hotel, I can rest generally.
Here's Kane. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Fargo, the pass to Black. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. Here's Panini. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
He's got the touch early. Coach, keep feeding him.
It's Black in the corner.
Off on the timing, or it may have been a miscommunication. Either way, turnover.
Gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And Shake and Bake picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Kobe, you're so decorated in every way individually and as a teammate with the 5 championships. Of all the things, the All-Star games, the all-defense, all the individual things you've accomplished, what is the one thing you might cherish? And you may have alluded to it with the championships, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, but at the end of the day, is that the one thing above everything else that you covet?
No, you know, the fact that I can look in the mirror and honestly say I gave everything to the game.
And that was obvious.
But that's the thing, right? You don't want to feel like you've left anything on the table. There's no stone left unturned. I gave everything to the game that I possibly could. That, to me, is the biggest accomplishment.
What a feeling.
Yeah.
Here's Big Cat. Shot clock at 6. That one goes. Count it. Here's Cool Hands. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. This is the first meeting of the season between these teams, and he stressed to his guys they need to rely on their instincts at the offensive end. He said, we do a good job of finding soft spots in defenses without forcing things. If we keep doing that, we'll be in good shape. We'll see if they can keep that up tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks a lot, David. Their focus is going to be on good shot selection here early, guys.
And it's going to take a team effort. They can't have guys going solo and getting themselves into tough one-on-one situations.
It wouldn't hurt to focus on their low post game. It doesn't get any more high percentage than those easy looks in tight.
Here's Big Cat. Clock at 6. Puts it up from 15. It's rebounded by O'Brien. And there's the pass to Kane. Lets it go with a 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. After 20 years in the NBA, Kobe, you were able to play with so many people. Who is most like you among guys you played with? Who you would have said, this guy is like-minded? Like would Derek Fisher fit that category?
Yeah, D-Fish was tough.
Yeah.
D-Fish was tough. Adam Morrison, actually, believe it or not.
No kidding.
Adam Morrison. It made
Really?
practices, it drove us because he was competitive in practice. I mean, he tried to play defense. I mean, he couldn't move laterally with the athleticism that most players could. But he was competing hard every single day, man. And he had a lot of competitiveness.
You
and
like
fire
that?
in him. Oh yeah, my whole team was built like that. He had a lot of guys that were temperamental. A lot of temperamental guys that you look at and say, you know what? You're not going to win a championship with that group. And we sit back and we laugh to this day. Like Shannon Brown and I will get together and we'll talk about the old days.
Yeah.
And we'll just look at each other and say, you know, can you believe we won a championship with a bunch of misfits?
But collectively, I guess, right, there was something that obviously worked.
Yeah, we're all crazy.
Yeah.
And so, you know, when you take a bunch of crazy and you focus it on one thing, it tends to work out.
There it is, yeah.
There it is.
Another ring.
Yeah.
Big Cat, Jones trying to get open, and no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Kobe, I can only imagine the hours you spent studying the legends who came before you, Michael Jordan, and probably other players as well.
Well, yeah, because you have to ask yourself the question is, why are these moves that are being executed working? It's not good enough just to look at them and say, okay, they work. I'm going to go out and try to do the same thing. That's not good enough. You have to try to understand why they work. And in other situations, why didn't they work?
I always thought, too, you put your special spin on it. You followed this roadmap, but then you took the exit ramp and then put your own spin, own feel on the move or play.
Well, yeah, because we both had different teams. Right, he had a different cast of characters that he played with. He had a different role and different responsibility than I had on my team. So I've had to kind of adjust those things in the timing of our games and when we attack and when we facilitate and all those other things. But the basics of the game remain the same. Whether it's myself, whether it's Michael, whether it's Jerry West, those things are all consistent.
Here's Big Cat. He had 13 points in the win against Cleveland. Here's Big Cat. High post shot. Not going to fall. Starting off slow. He misses his first 3 from the floor. Passes it to Ray. And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover. And let's go real fast to the rookie leaderboard. These are the rookies shooting the highest percentage from the floor this season. And you look at Big Cat. And, of course, the closer.
Well, I think it's safe to say these two have made the adjustment to the brand of defense being played in the NBA. Their shooting percentages are just fantastic.
Pass to Jones. Here's Big Cat. The pass to Big Cat. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. 54 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Cool Hands. He's got 6. Passes to ABC to the inside. And he gets it to go. The closer's got his first points of the night.
Oh, great ball movement there.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Right at the free throw line. It's rebounded by O'Brien. Gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Here's Cool Hands. Pass to ABC. Here's Houdini, defended by Jones. Here's Ray. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Big Cat. That 3 off the mark. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The away team up by 9. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
I mean, through one, you have to like the effort, especially on that defensive end.
There are several ways, as you know, to take control of a game. Getting stops is one of them.
The visitors with the ball. And Kobe, I remember you saying that curiosity is such a valuable trait in a player. I bet the triangle was a very intriguing offense for you to learn and grasp.
Oh yeah, it created such a system. It's like, you know, jazz. When people watch jazz musicians orchestrate, and it seems as if they're freelancing, but they're freelancing with a built-in structure. You have to have structure in order to be able to freelance and create these amazing things. And the triangle gave unbelievable structure. And you know, some of the people that I've talked to that have competed against the triangle and lost against the triangle, whether it was to us or to the Bulls, all lament about the triangles, the biggest crock of garbage. It's just you and Michael. Then I said, you know what? Let's have a conversation about that. Do you remember this play? Yeah. Okay, that play happened at the moment it happened, the 2 minutes ago in the fourth quarter, because we knew in the first minute of the game when we ran it, you did this defensively. So we said, okay, they did that, check, we'll wait. Okay, now let's look at this action. Okay, this action, how they're playing this action. They're playing it that way. All right, check. Hold it. We'll wait. Interesting. Right? And so in the fourth quarter, we're able to take advantage. Why? Because we have a structure. And from that structure, we know what you are doing, and we know how to counter what you're doing. Right? There's a reason Michael can look at Steve Kerr in a timeout and said, be ready. How would he know that?
Yeah, right.
How would he know that unless he knew every time he drove middle, Stockton was coming over to help on his dribble penetration? He could have made that pass to Steve Kerr in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. Why did he wait?
That's good stuff. We've got Big Cat. Big Cat out there with Big Cat. Then it's Big Cat, and it's Jones in at the center position. We've got Shake and Bake. ABC is out there with the bulldozer. And it's the closer. And it's ABC in at the 5. Here's the closer. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Bulls in Chicago. Good. Kobe, the NBA right now is trying to spread this game worldwide, even more so by developing basketball academies. But is enough being done, in your opinion, to develop players right here in the United States?
No. You know, you shouldn't have players that can't shoot free throws.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't have players that can't shoot. Like, you know.
We seem to talk about that a lot.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense. Like, at what point when you're starting out playing basketball at the age of 10, 12, does a coach not say, come here, son, let me teach you how to shoot the ball? How does that not happen? You know what I mean? And I think it's just, you know, coaches see a player that's extremely athletic. He's bigger than all the other 13-year-olds. He runs faster. He can dunk at 13. But the coach is like, just do that because we want to win today's game. Just dominate him. Just dunk, dunk, dunk. And you wind up hurting that kid.
Right.
As opposed to taking your time to develop their game and help them be well-rounded.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Big Cat, the pass to Atkins. Here's Big Cat. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Just 3 to shoot. Rob. Here's the bulldozer. Here's the closer. Connects from three-point range. The closer's got 5 points now in the quarter. Kobe, in other sports, I mean, people always admired the mind of Peyton Manning playing in the NFL. Tom Brady, the way he thinks the game through. I compare you to that. Did you have that same kind of fascination in other sports with the great players that were similar to you in basketball?
Yeah, we used to get together. I remember the first time I met Peyton was at an Orlando Magic game, '99. He came in the locker room. We were just getting started. So I was just asking questions about his process and stuff. And he started going to like mock cover 2 and and I was like, and he went on for like a good 5 minutes. When he was done, I said, Peyton, I don't understand anything you just said. Right? But he spoke at a level of detail that was beyond fascinating.
You were impressed by that?
Yes, which then leads to more questions. Like Tom and I talk often about that stuff too, and how much we love the game, how much we love the process and the attention to every little detail. It's fun to be around, no matter the industry.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's good from Pargo.
At the line, Pargo.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Kobe, a lot of guys, once they stop playing, their bodies change. Yet they still have the ailments.
That's generous.
But a lot of guys have ailments that linger on through their post-career. What kind of workout? We know you were just a workout fiend when you played, but what about now in retirement?
I work out hard.
Do you?
Yeah, it's become a challenge to say, because most players, when they retire, say, you know what, I just don't want to gain a boatload of weight, right? And so they just try to try to manage that. I don't want to manage something. I want to attack something. So I'm going to say, you know what?
Well, that's a surprise.
Yeah, revelation. And so I said, I'm going to train harder than I ever did because I want to look good. I want to be fit for my children. I want to be able to chase them around and be able to show up at some of these retirement ceremonies or some of these other things.
And looking like you did when you played.
Being in great shape.
Yeah.
So
here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. The pass to Panini. Looking to end the run. And that one drops for him. Panini! Big Cat's got 6.
He's just one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense regardless of the situation.
And Kobe, you're staying in shape even now. Isn't it sad sometimes to see how a lot of guys don't do that?
Yeah, it's hard, right? Because you have a purpose to training.
Yes.
And now you wake up, you're like, oh, what's my purpose to training? Dude, I need to be doing this for you. I'll do it tomorrow. No, I'll do it tomorrow. Well, I'll do it tomorrow. And all of a sudden, those handles start creeping from the back to the front. Yeah, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's today.
My clothes don't fit.
Yeah.
My clothes don't fit.
Tomorrow should have been yesterday.
Here's Big Cat. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
TO number 5 for him in the game, and that's way too high of a number for any one player.
Big Cat, he's checked in for Big Cat. Pass to Kane. Here's O'Brien. He had 22 points in the win against the Bulls in Chicago. Lets it go. Misses the jumper. I'd like to give a big thank you once again to Kobe Bryant for coming by, and feel free anytime to drop by and join our broadcast.
No, thank you, man. It's been wonderful. Thank you for having me.
Well, Smitty, with Kobe stopping by the booth, you think back to some of the great moments of his career. Do you recall the first time you ever went up against him on the floor?
I do. I remember his rookie year. He didn't play a lot of minutes, but you could tell he was a special talent. He was a total package, and I was looking forward to see his career develop.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Big Cat, he's checked in for Big Cat. He's perfect from the line this time.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Here's Cool Hands. 6 points for him. To the paint, here's Black, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
A beautiful bounce pass on the deck. He put it only where his man could get it.
52 seconds left to play in the first half. Poked away. Cool Hands passes to Black. Here's Mr. Clutch. Here's O'Brien. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Here's Big Cat. There's 25 seconds left in the second quarter. Passes it to Panini. And he dunks it down.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we've had in the game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
That's what happens when you get an excellent screen like that. He had plenty of space to slash right toward the basket.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Showing no mercy, double-digit lead, and still putting it on him.
And so it's the visiting team with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Right back after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports, the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Boy, we have a lot to discuss. Checking out the visiting team. Kenny?
They looked like they were playing an easy game of pitch and catch out there. The playmakers and finishers were in sync on every level. The assist disparity, now that was big. Now that's the reason why it's a blowout right now, and they played well.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Their field goal percentage reminds me of Kenny's breath. Brutal. Not reading the defense, not getting enough quality looks. They need to make major changes because the system they ran in the first half.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Cool Hands in this game, he's been everywhere.
And through the first 2 quarters, he was extremely aggressive, picked up a number of steals.
He did a nice job reading their plays as they were developing. His anticipation was off the charts.
We've got Big Cat out there with Big Cat. And it's Big Cat, and it's Big Cat in at the 2 spot. Bodyguard is out there with Cool Hands. Then it's ABC, and it's ABC, and it's Mr. Clutch in at the 3. And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Smitty, you had an unbelievable career. Was there any chance or opportunity that you did not take that you wish you had?
You know, Kevin, it's 3 of them. One, I had a chance to be traded to the New York Knicks. I always wondered what it would be like to play in New York. They call that the Mecca. I didn't take that chance. I think second was to get a chance to play overseas at the end of my career. I think those are the 2 things that I wish I had a chance to go back. I would make a different choice.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Big Cat, the pass to Panini. And the call will go against Big Cat. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Guy Panini
has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor. Here's Cool Hands. No good on the 3. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Panini. Black grabs the board.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And let's go now to the rookie watch. For the past month, these have been the most productive NBA rookie scores. And you look at Big Cat, among the league leaders, 4th in scoring.
And those numbers have started to set him apart offensively from most of the other rookies in the league. And look, you never want to see a team gut you this way. Really a good timeout.
Some of this is just a matter of toughness, a willingness to play physical inside, something we're not seeing.
Both teams will make substitutions. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. They're holding on to 2nd spot in the conference. A great season for them so far. 3 games behind. Here's Big Cat.
Come on.
They get it back. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Oh, easy putback. No one got a body on it.
And there's one thing you're trying to minimize. It's second chance opportunities. Poor defensive rebounding for them.
And it's time for injury report.
And the news is pretty good. It does not look like a severe injury. Of course, the schedule is getting extremely demanding at this time of the season. And that injury is only going to make things worse. Kevin?
Thanks for checking in, DA. Injuries are always tough to deal with, but they're just a fact of life in the NBA.
And he'll have a lot of support as he goes through the recovery process. They want him back as soon as possible.
And we know how much better they'll be as a team when he's out of those street clothes and back in uniform.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. From outside the arc, that one no good. Gotten 4 of the first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. That shot is off.
You know, with that much room, you don't lay it up. You throw it down like you've been disrespected.
Gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Big Cat. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
He has been just fantastic, around 65% tonight, getting exactly what they want when they want it. Cool hands passes to ABC. His first shot coming late. Goes back up, and the layup is up and in. ABC's got his first points in this one.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Big Cat, the pass to Big Cat. There's the lob to the hoop. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Hat.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Big Cat. Putting up about 10 points a night, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. Not bad numbers, but for a player of his talent, you have to think he can do more.
Well, sometimes even the best hit a little flat spot. It's natural. He'll get on a roll, and I think he'll be fine.
Here's Big Cat. That's tipped. Pass to Cool Hands from deep. And no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Big Cat. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. There's the pass to Big Cat. Clock at 4. Here's Big Cat. Misses off the left iron.
And you see why his reputation is so strong defensively. He allows no separation.
And so many defenses are not designed to take away the mid-range jumper, but he's given nothing away.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
The reason why is you like to get value every time down the floor, but that does take a lot of discipline.
Big Cat is checked in for Big Cat. As we get a break in the action, let's take a peek at the leading defenses.
And we're getting to watch two of the NBA's great defensive teams. I mean, very difficult to score as they both contest every shot.
First one falls for him. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
52 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Kane. He gets it in there. Kane's got 7 points in the game.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Poked away. Passes it to Panini. Down low. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the layup. Big Cat's got 4 points this quarter.
Love the extra possessions. Defense has them stopped, but can't control the boards.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That way.
that's going to go back the other direction. But they played a pretty clean game. Not many giveaways, and the score reflects that.
Big Cat, he's checked in for Big Cat. Here's Big Cat. Pass to Panini. Over O'Brien. On target from 13 feet. 14 points for him.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
The momentum is building, scoring in a bunch of ways. That's why his number keeps getting called.
And so it's the visiting team in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Big Cat out there with Jones. And it's Big Cat, and it's Big Cat, and it's Big Cat at shooting guard. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. Shooting with confidence, wow, 66% from the floor. Cargo misses. Shooting struggles apparent, 37% from the field. Here's Big Cat. Jones in the post. Working on Black.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
You know what? When you don't box him out, he will burn you for it. He threw that putback down with the authority.
Finished off the break.
And a lot to like about that play, particularly how it ends.
Yeah, at the rack. That's what you want in transition, a high percentage look.
Pass to O'Brien, launches a three, and that one is off. Gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Inside, and slammed in by Jones. Their great players say, I want to be the leader of this team. But Smitty, is every great player actually cut out? Are they wired enough to be a leader and play that role?
No, not at all. You have some fantastic, phenomenal players talent-wise, but just not their role to be a leader. And then I think when you hear guys say they want to be a leader, 9 times out of 10, that's the guy that's not the leader. Because a leader usually just evolves. But when you start saying you want to be, you're probably not. You're going to lead by example, and then a lot of the guys, obviously, some of the best, they can take it to the vocal part. But you can't ask to be a leader. It just happens.
Needs to happen organically, doesn't it?
Yes, it has.
Gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Down low. And he lays in the alley-oop.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Big Cat, the pass to Panini. Here's Big Cat. Now the pass to Panini. And they're pushing it up.
And the steal in right into the fast break. Great awareness.
Perfect read. Takes a chance, certainly pays off.
Gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Steve, looking around the league, name a few current players who you think will go down as the greatest in their franchise's history.
Well, the one name that comes to mind first is LeBron James. In several franchises he's played for. Also, Dirk Nowitzki. Reason why he's a fantastic player. He's only been with one franchise, the Dallas Mavericks. I think Steph Curry. I think Russell Westbrook. And I think James Harden. Obviously, in Houston, you have Akeem Olajuwon. He has a chance if he can win the MVP and keep playing at this level for several more years.
Good examples.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
You start to wonder, in my opinion, is it better to take everything to the rack now or to try at least draw some fouls?
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Cool Hands.
And he's been dialed in from the field, Kevin. Good on over 60% of his attempts. They've been working the ball around well, and he's benefited with a lot of open looks. And boy, has he made the most of them.
Coming into this game, he'd been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over. Pulls up on the elbow. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. And that's 12 points for ABC. To the middle. Can they get it? Here's Panini, and he brings it home with one hand.
Panini! Still doing his part, but it hasn't been enough. They need some kind of spark.
Here's the closer. There's the dish to O'Brien. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. And the foul called on ABC. That's foul number 2 for him. Steve, do you think the NBA is heading to a place where ideal lineups will have 5 capable playmakers on the floor, like more of a positionless game?
Yeah, I think so, Kevin. I think right now teams are trying to find a guy that's 6'7", 6'8", that defensively can play, guys that are larger, and then on offensive end, somewhat a la Draymond Green, can run point guard for you. So I think right now that's the size and skill set people are looking forward to.
Wait a minute, you just described yourself.
The only difference was we had guys that was 7'2", 7'3", 350, so I had to play the guard position.
Big Cat, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
That's his 3rd personal foul. At the line, Big Cat.
No good on that one.
At the line for 2.
Good on the second free throw. The NBA is so financially stable right now, Steve. What's it been like watching this growth for the league overall?
You know, I've loved it because I think the partnership has been phenomenal. The league is growing both for players and also organization. They've done a nice job of getting a chance to hammer out some of these issues, to making it worthwhile financially for the league and also financially for the players.
Big Cat, the pass to Big Cat. Here's Big Cat. Good on the three-point shot. Big Cat's got 9 points here in the second half.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen.
And he comes up with the deuce.
It's fine to extend your defense to try and create turnovers, but guys have to help each other.
That's been a problem for them all game. Teamwork is something you just can't turn on and off.
Passes it to Big Cat. From the line, here's Big Cat. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
His combination of energy and anticipation showing up on the offensive glass.
Inside, a nice shot by Black.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
Well, this is less about winning the game now and more about making a bold statement.
And you got to like that they are competing all the way through. Try and maybe build some momentum going into the next one.
Because the execution was not there tonight. That's something they can use this time to work on.
Big Cat, the pass to Big Cat. Here's Big Cat. Pass to Big Cat. 5 to shoot. Pulls from the top of the key. Offensive rebound. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Big Cat. Second shot opportunity. And he lays it up and in.
You got to give a ton of credit to the screener. That play easily opened up the easy layup for his teammate.
Here's the closer. The putback. And so the road team gets the W in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and